Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. We got the minutes in front of us.
Motion to approve the minutes?
Okay, in a second. And all approved, please say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Can I scoot public comments to the end because I think Mr. Commissioner McFarland wants to talk, if that's okay? Unless y'all want him to take up.
Depends on whether or not he qualifies as public. I
Is
think
he
he probably
public?
does.
Is he?
Is he public?
Is
Yeah,
he,
he's
but
public.
is he commenting about something on the agenda?
No.
It doesn't matter, I'm gonna talk at the end.
He just wants to talk.
You don't want him talking.
Right?
I have a public comment.
You have one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay, many years ago when Jeff Jones was here,
Hmm.
he tried to extend this,
Yes, sir.
extension. Do you remember why we couldn't do it at the time? We had the money, we made, it was 30,000 for the plans. And at the end of this, something happened, either the easement or something around the building, something, I don't remember what it was, and I'm just requesting maybe you could examine those minutes from way back then and find what happened.
It was a cost.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a cost because
Wasn't it?
I don't remember. He asked.
I'll look at
about
the
it.
minutes, but I'll look at. the
So I
minutes.
do remember when this came up before when we were
Mhm.
discussing this, because it's been discussed twice since I've been on the commission,
Yeah.
and I know one time it got voted down, but we never did it the first time.
That's
Now it's
right.
come back around.
That's right.
And what the consensus was that they opted not to do it because of the cost.
Yes.
And what the project at that time. Now, I didn't read the minutes, that's what,
Well,
Was
this
said-
was from several years ago,
I'll check it for you.
and
this before I was on the commission, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
before you-
remember.
Yeah,
and
Jeff
I'm sure
did.
the cost was a problem this time, but I don't think it was a cost back then. I don't remember. It seemed like it was easement or some kind of. Maybe they tried to go too far. I don't.
But as of today, we're good to go, correct, Mayor?
Yes, sir, we own the property there.
Okay,
On
I
that
don't have
side.
a problem with doing it. I'm just
Yes, sir.
just wondering why we couldn't do it before.
But I'll double check that.
Okay.
Because-
Well, we've already voted to do it, it's just a matter not to exceed.
Yeah, to see if there's any complications, I can do that, but, yeah, so you want me to start?
Go ahead. Well, if John's done,
I'm done.
I'll look the minutes.
You don't let Jerry talk?
No.
He's gonna take up the end time.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? Can I do
That's
that?
fine. You the boss.
For the end of time.
I just write.
So if you remember back in December of '23, we brought the Ag Extension Project back to you. Lucas wanted to extend that out there, so he wouldn't have to. He was having some issues, if you remember, trying to get some buildings because they were so busy out there to do his stuff. So he said if I could do it all there, that would be good. The canning, everything that he teaches, and so he brought that to Ag Extension, then on through this group here, and you guys approved 800,000 at the time for that. Once you approved that, then we went back to him and wanted to make sure, because it had been kicked around for quite a while, that he had exactly what he wanted. So he spent some time with Katz and Binkley and making sure he got exactly what he wanted. Then they put it out to bid, and I think we put it out to bid. We were scared we didn't have enough advertisement the first time, so we kind of regrouped that and put it back. Took a little bit of time, did some advertising, and put it out to bid again. Or put it out to bid for the first time with a little advertisement. You had five different bidders, I thought I had 20 people. So with that bid, I sent that to you other day, and there's 5 bids in there. Stockton Builders were the ones that came in the cheapest there at $917,350. That $917,350 was all 6 alternates included. The base bid was $885 something. I sent that to you as well. It had $25,000 worth of overage money in there just in case something comes up. Robert Bain, Director of Operations, looked at those. He's kind of worked through the process too. He can present to you that he could probably save you some money on some of those 6 alternates if you just let him do them and reject those. And Robert is here. Robert, you want to talk about any of those?
Yeah, I mean, basically, under alternate 1 is also a part of the bid itself. So the exterior windows that are on the side that we're trying to, do the expansion on, they want to just upgrade those windows or replace those windows there. The alternate was to take those windows and just put them with the metal frame and just glass. I think at first they wanted to be able to have the ability to raise and just kind of peek in there to the training or whatever, and say something to anybody in the training, whatever's going on, or be able to hear the training or whatever. So that's why I took the $7,800 out, because if we've already got windows in the base bid, why change those windows out with this other type of window, metal frame with just glass basically. Alternate two. My guys could do that with just the wood cost. Myself, I'm figuring about $800 on my wood that I got to replace on the front of the other two sides. And then prep and paint, I got an estimate on that from a painter. That's $2,500 for it. To remove existing gutters, I said we keep that in the bid because the gutters do need to be replaced, and downspouts do need to be replaced on that building. And we're going to be putting new gutters on the other side, so why not go ahead and keep that in the project. And then we would clean the fascia and the soffits. We'd do all the cleaning ourselves, county buildings. And then the 3 Bradford payers that are on the side of the building there, they're going to have to come out because the expansion is going to go into those. And then we could just take those out for $3,100 and grind the stumps up. So that'd be about a $12,000 savings once you remove the alternate one of those windows there, and stick with the windows that's in the base bid.
So what you're saying is really, take the base bid and alternate 4 and reject the other ones, and you'll do them on your own. I just need to make sure that I get that amount of money
So it's
approved
about
at the bottom for
yes, sir,
you.
it's about another $11,800
$11,800.
for those items there.
So,
Brings it
So
to
there'd be a $12,000 savings by you doing those 4 alternates.
yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
You need money, extra money, you know.
So he will need, so you want us to give you though the 3,100 for alternate 6, the 2,500 for alternate 3, the 800 for alternate 2. That you will need that money
Right.
above our base bid here.
Above the base bid.
Gotcha.
so if it's $880,000 roughly,
There we go.
885 was the base bid.
and I'm all about saving money, but I'm also not about creating work for people.
Exactly.
And it's 1.3% that we're going to save of the total project to have our county people do it. I mean, and it's a will of the committee, but for 1.3%, it seems like our county people could be better used doing their normal job instead of having to jump into construction projects where they're going to have to work around. And I mean,
It was going to be on my list anyways to get done this year, either the fall or the spring, because it's got some damage out
but
there.
then the contractor's taking the responsibility for it. They're the ones handling it, and I mean, $12,000 if we're talking about a $20,000 project, but 1.3% of the overall project. I might be saying that different if we come in with change orders.
So if you decide you want to leave, let the contractor do that, we'll just need a motion for another $118,350 to add to the
118,000.
Yeah, because the bid was 885
880.
plus the 650.
50,
So his total bid is 917.
917.
So it's either going to be 917 or 905.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yeah. So you're still on the right. You're still on the same track.
good job.
Before I make that motion, and I'm just going to ask the bathrooms at the Ag Center and the Tennessee Made building, the last 2 projects, did those go well with Mr. Stockton? We're happy with everything, and
I, no more than normal stuff happened, but I haven't heard any issues. Nobody's come back with anything.
Scruggs would know. Would you?
I mean, I'm just asking because I know those are his last projects, and
Yeah, I hadn't had any calls on anything.
I make a motion that we do the
118,350.
118.
118,350.
Second.
There's a motion and a second for 118,350. All in favor, please say aye. Knows, and the ayes have it. 118. Now y'all can clear some snow or something.
I'd rather do that other project than clear snow.
What else we got? Okay, you said, we're not gonna talk about cameras because he said the bids aren't back, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
And I do have one thing, and
of course you do.
well, just, I did get a call today, I got a call the other day on property number 3. That, you know, we have property 3 and property 9 that we were gonna offer a lifetime estate to, and let them stay. So property 3 called me, and this may not have to come to there, we and her talked about that, but I thought, well, since we're here, we'll go ahead and talk about it.
Sure.
So she is willing to let us go that route. Reached out to Mike and so we'll do a contract that have that wordage in there and bring that to the next budget committee meeting. I could bring, you know, and that's kind of where we left it at that time, but to work out a contract for them. I also had a note on my desk a while ago from Deborah Hill, which is the one number 9, so she may be also willing to do
Is that life estate? Is that
life
Yeah.
estate with both of those. That money is already in the budget, it's already in the bond, so there's nothing you need to do. My question today was to let you know that. But then also, as we start closing out, I had my first call today that one of the properties is, because we told them we will not close until everybody was out of their property, then we'll close on that property. So I had a guy, one of them called me today and said, hey, I'm ready for you to come inspect it, so I'm gonna go inspect on 1:30 on Thursday. So 2 questions here. One, he had asked about, because he's in the rental business, could he take the stove and the range that's in there, because it's attached, so it would really be considered your property. Now, the refrigerator's not attached, so can he do that if that's what you want? And if the others didn't want it, then I thought, okay, well, I don't want to throw that away, I could give that to Goodwill, which brought the full question in, do we have to declare the surpluses to be destroyed, the houses? And do we have to declare anything on the inside there to be surplus? As well as Robert came to me, the church would like that, and have been said the whole time, they would love that stained glass in the front. And we're more than happy to let them have that. We worked from the very beginning, unless you tell me different. And then also a church from somewhere had asked the other day, could we have the sign out front? So I bring that to this committee and give me some guidance. Do we need to declare everything surplus and run it through the cycle for this month? If we do, then we'll do that. If you say no, we bought it with the intent to take them down, and so therefore that ship is sailed. Salvage what you can salvage for the good of the people and move forward. That's what I'll do too.
My opinion, it would kind of belong to the company that's doing the demolition. If, I mean, in that part of they doing it for free?
They're
Or,
gonna take them down for us for free, and then so we're gonna give it to them as is. But before as is, if I had, in other words, I'm sure the beds and all that stuff is gone, but I'm just thinking if there's some stoves in there or whatever, and we could take them to community help, I'd rather do that and trash them.
If you can take them and if you can get somebody to come get them, give them somebody, anything's better than destroying them.
So you're okay with Mr. Midget if he wants to take his out of there, let him have them and go?
would we know any different if he took them? I mean, I know
If it- Right now, it's still his. We haven't closed
That's
it. He
true.
can empty it out if he wants
That's
to.
true.
Sit that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
And usually that's in the real estate contract,
Yeah.
stove and refrigerator to remain or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and in the contract, we just said whatever is attached is a part of the property.
From the looks
But
of
I'm
the
fine
outside of
with
them houses, I don't know, but I'd want to talk going inside my house.
I would,
I hate to say that, that's just,
I would argue
somebody
that,
wants it, they ought to be welcome to it.
yeah, I would argue that a stove and a refrigerator isn't attached. Your central heat and air unit
Yeah,
is, but not your stove and
No,
refrigerator.
you
Yeah.
unplug
I
it.
think stove and refrigerator is personal property.
Yeah, you unplug it.
Till he signs the deed, he can take whatever he wants to out of it, unless we got something in the contract says he can't.
So, okay, I'll play that, I got that permission from you. Do I have the permission that if we see anything that's salvageable, it's worth giving this to the community help, for me to be able to do that as well?
At what point, I mean, if it's our property, at what point do we need to list it on surplus, to surplus it? And if it's under $500, I mean,
Yeah,
You tell me I'm good to go.
I mean, we're gonna buy something and then put it on surplus list that we've never had on a list.
we surplus to destroy. I know we've had that.
Here's what I'd do. Now, this may not be what y'all wanna hear, but whoever's gonna tear this down for us,
Yeah.
before we close on it, have them go in there and take all this stuff out and take it wherever you want it to go, cause it doesn't belong to us yet. As long as the owners are okay with it, let them take it, and when we close, whatever's there is ours. And then you would have to declare personal property surplus, and you'd have to sell it. You can't just,
Unless it's under,
yeah. So I'd
Surplus
let,
to
I'd let the guy, before you close, make sure the seller's all right with you getting it, and then have the.
we've been
Go and get
taking
it.
some surplus over to the scrapyard because it's easier. I mean, once it's surplus, and you get about $1 for 10,000 pounds. I mean, it's not worth it to even do that. But
Okay. So I got you. Anything anybody wants to do before I close is their business, no problem. If anything's left in there afterwards, if I wanted to try to get it to somebody else to give it to some help, I'd have to declare that surplus. I got it.
And we're gonna, and the stained glass and the sign,
Yeah, what about that?
that's okay?
Give
Give guidance on that.
well, we already own the
You'll have to
church.
talk
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
church is
getting
all
that
right.
glass out for when they're gonna demolish it, otherwise you can't,
Yeah.
they don't want the building.
Robert's already told them they need to get it out no earlier than 2 days.
What are we doing with
before
the
demolition
pews and
starts.
that in there?
Sir,
The pews and all of that.
Didn't they
we
take
tried
them?
to, we tried to get rid of the pews. We haven't found anybody yet to take them.
Had a good yard sale.
We have tried.
Had 75 lookers, but no takers.
Wow.
To sell them or just give them away?
We're just gonna sell them or give them away, either one.
That's a shame to destroy them.
I'm sure somebody will take them.
What happens to the stained glass, to the place, the frame where they're sitting after they're taken out? Is it open?
Yeah.
We're not gonna. do
Somebody's
that.
gonna have to close that up.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that right before we do demolition.
Yes.
So it won't be
At the
sitting up
end.
there a week or two open.
No,
no.
Oh, okay, you're not gonna give them stained glass till you get ready to knock the
Right.
church down?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought you were talking about them getting it now.
No,
But I didn't realize the pews were still there. I thought of destroying them.
Me too.
So too. But we.
Have we put it out on social media or something? I
I
mean,
put it out on Gov Deals, I had 75 lookers and nobody,
Nobody wanted it.
but that was to sell.
One time?
Well, you got a bunch of church pews.
just,
Yeah.
The whole
Put them out
church?
there, put them
Take
out
any
the
out
ag
you
center
want.
where people can sit
Can I
and see the
buy one?
fire.
Yeah.
You never?
I don't know where they go.
Scrubs is
They
going on.
right.
They took all
Leather.
the rocking chairs and benches out in front of the East-West building, all up there like
You
it
put
used
it
to.
back in there where people walk around,
I know where you get some church
and
pews.
sit down.
You could put them.
I mean, I really would hate to see those. Certainly, somebody would take them if we gave them away.
I'd say there'd be other churches might want, but
You-
Robert
We,
said no.
we tried.
We got a new church
try.
coming in town, so maybe they want.
I thought the same thing, but I didn't say that.
Oh,
Would you have to go far or would they come?
They're 25 foot long, the middle ones are
Well, we can cut them in half.
35 foot long. Well, all they wanna do it,
Just so somebody
I'm
gets
gonna
it.
put my crew on it.
35 foot.
What do we do about it?
They're huge.
They're huge, the center ones are huge.
I mean, of all the things in there, I mean, I'll say this since I'll come and get them if nobody else wants them and take them out and do something with them. At the end of the day, I mean, I'd hate to have them.
We don't
Run.
That's why we.
That's how we put them out there. We did this last year.
If nothing else, the wood's good in them. You can build something out of the wood that's they're made out of.
Would
But
it be wrong to put it on social media or something if the church wanted it? Wanted a
Important that,
portion of it
Robert.
We've done that, haven't we, Robert?
on social
Put
media?
them on Gov Deals.
Now, Gov Deals he's trying to sell.
Yeah. But we haven't put it on social media for people to come get them.
Free.
Have we declared them surplus?
Haven't done
Not
that either.
No,
Better do that.
Are you at that point?
So, can we get them up pretty easy, Robert, and store them?
Where would you put
Are
them?
you
I
gonna
don't know where
store
you
it?
put
Yeah.
them.
that's where we put
They'd
them.
have to come and get them. I think.
Yeah, it'd be, take them up and take them off. We don't have nowhere to put anything.
And they'd
The-
take up quite a bit of room.
I mean, we've done this at our church in the past when they swapped out pews. People from families that were raised there or something say, I want
Yeah.
those pews for,
I got one in my
Maybe
dining
reach
room.
out to the church to
see if they can
and
get
see
them.
if they want them.
Yeah.
See if
We asked them about if they want anything from the church.
Yeah.
We asked them.
I just
Mr. Janice, waving his hand.
What you need?
Like Robert's Room.
Okay.
Congregation. Little pew on the right hand side, just still down there. Right against the wall.
I
Have you been in?
I won't.
That's
I haven't been,
Not since March.
That's
Well,
it, right?
I haven't been in there since they abated, they just got done abatement, so I just gotta be cleared to go in the building.
Is that what you wanna do?
They gotta get, they get clearance, we should go in.
You surplus
And then do
stained
it.
glass.
I'll ask them about that.
So we could give them.
Yeah.
Take a grinder or
Yeah.
something. grind-
We ought to have a $15 million bond issue after this, cause we spent a lot of time talking about nothing tonight. Usually when we do that, we got something big coming.
Pick up your little pen and start writing.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna-
to. What's the motion?
Can we have a motion about the stained glass, the pews and the sign, the church sign?
Make a motion to give the stained glass and the sign, and what we're gonna do about the pews.
Put
Can-
them on surplus.
Can we put it
Can
out?
we
So give them.
make a motion to surplus whatever we can surplus? I mean, how do
I
I,
guess you want that
whatever,
motion
whatever
first, don't you?
Just
usable,
make a motion to
whatever
surplus
usable
all of it.
property,
Surplus all of it.
surplus whatever we can surplus and
Get rid of the best we can.
get rid of the best we can.
Can I make a comment, Madam Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Chairwoman? In the US government, you have two terms, surplus and excess.
Okay.
The excess property, you just dispose of, come get it. Surplus, you have to put it out for bid, just like we're doing.
Well, under Tennessee law though, if surplus is under a certain dollar amount, then once it's
Surplus
surplus,
to sell or destroy.
you sell or
Who's
destroy.
gonna determine the dollar amount? Pew's worth $1 a piece.
Well, I mean, it's $500. I wouldn't, dollar amounts the value of something is what somebody's willing to pay you for it. I mean, you get $1 million house and anybody's gonna give you $1 for it.
This could be free.
No, I'm taking it. I think
This
that,
could be free.
I think we could destroy it if we wanted to, but it's gonna be destroyed anyway.
Okay.
We'll
All right,
definitely,
you want me putting the motion in, if not taken, destroy.
and what we'll do is, we will reach out to them, Mr. Montgomery and them, and just ask them if any of the church members would like those pews. We would like to put those to use somewhere. I didn't want to destroy those. Nothing else is in there worth anything, is it, Robert? We took the units and stuff and had those scrapped, didn't we? What are we doing with the units?
The units are on the rooftops.
On the roof, that's why we couldn't do anything with those, yeah.
Are they worth scrapping, Robert, or you just,
I mean, I'll just let them go. I mean, to get a company to come out there and get them off and then have a crane to get that one unit off the roof.
Got a motion? Do I need a
Just let them
second? Need a
do it.
second?
Here's what I wrote down,
Yes,
motion
sir.
to declare the stained glass, sign, pews, anything else surplus property, and if it's not taken, we destroy it.
Sure.
Is that good enough? So,
Yes, the suit. Is there a second? Second, Mr. Scruggs, all in favor say aye. Any noes? The ayes have it. Is that it?
Can I ask a question though? I know you
Yes,
said
sir.
we're not gonna discuss the cameras, but the bids went in. What is the situation with the cameras and where at and what do we,
We've got them all out for bid. The bids will be opened up.
got what? That's what I'm asking.
The bid
Like,
for buildings that we're gonna, start recording and bringing the information here, with the, DVRs, and we got a couple buildings we're upgrading the cameras in. That all comes in, Tuesday, I think the bid opens at 2:00.
so we have several buildings across the county
Yeah.
that we're gonna install new cameras in
Yeah, IT, Stone, are getting new cameras,
and new NVRs
new
on
NVRs, and all
site,
the other
all
buildings.
network back to
All
here.
network back to here. The biggest problem we're gonna be facing is the internet, our network. And that's what I'm finding out from IT, if our network's gonna have to go up,
Bandwidth's not enough.
we don't have bandwidth and the speed to bring the cameras over. So they're working on that part.
Other, were there bid packets that went out on that?
Yes, yes.
How many people picked up packets, do we know?
We had about 8 companies.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mr. McFarland, now we're gonna do more public comments. Mr. McFarland,
Mr. Mayor, to take the chair.
go wherever you want to.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen of the committee, sharing some information. I'm gonna take off the commissioner's hat, put on my railroad hat as a board member, the only board member in this county, on National Steam Preservation Society. There was a meeting in Nashville tonight,
Mayor Hutto was there, I was there, president, executive officer of the steam preservation there. We met in Mayor O'Connell's office with him, his, tourism director was there, his economic community development director there, and Mayor Hutto made no other folks, but it was a room full of folks, and we discussed, the steam engine, the total project to develop a product that will bring more tourism to this part of the world than we've ever seen. And Mike Jennings to jump on me here if I say something I shouldn't say.
So far you on there.
There is a grant out there. It's, being reviewed now, federal grant money. And we don't know, yet whether we're gonna get that grant or if it's gonna be a match and what that match will be. But at some point in time, I think that we and the county commission will have to make some kind of commitment to help bring this thing to fruition. I was surprised today when Mayor O'Connell, and Mayor Hutto did, he super salesman today. He said, we need you to help pay for the turntable and water tank. He didn't bat an eye. And I thought the comment was a 50-50 or just in general comments. But we have an opportunity down the road to, in fact, bring one of the best tourist attractions ever brought to this part of the world. And we're talking about a locomotive that was 600,000 pounds. It's 3 stories tall. It's 110 feet long. Excuse my language on television, but it's the damn biggest thing I've ever seen. And all of you probably been on it when it was in Botanic Park. And it is totally remanufactured now. It's going back into, there's 6 people down there in the reassembly process. Now this time next year, it will be coming up the tracks, in test runs, doing test runs, water, heat, all that sort of thing. But what I'm asking tonight, what I'm saying is it's gonna take some commitment from all of us, and we're meeting tomorrow.
We are.
Mayor Jennings' office, with some other ideas and issues and stuff to raise some funds, but I just want to start here, and we'll go to the budget committee, because at some point in time, we might need help. Am I asking for a blank check tonight? No, I'm just saying, at some point, we might need to help bring this to fruition as a county fund, because I don't know how in the world water tanks do it by themselves, and I don't think we can generate enough money. When you got a product, you can sell anything, but we ain't got the product, we're building the product, that's what we're doing. So I've got handouts here, Mayor, if you can pass them out, don't take one, because you already have one. It is about the rail yard and the turntable and that sort of thing, so you guys know about it. And I want to approach, Mayor, you actually heard me? I thought Tom's lying. But anyway, I just want to share that with you, that, hopefully, 3 months from now, we'll kind of know, how much money we need, or even if we need any. But I just wanted to make everybody aware that at some point in time, we're gonna have to, assist, I think, the way in bringing this thing to fruition. That's all I really want to know.
Jared, what was the amount that they had to raise? I know they came and spoke at Rotary, a former attorney from Nashville.
Yeah, and I know her name. I don't
Might have
know.
been with Bone.
Right. Pardon?
Might have been with Bone
He wasn't that law firm. That's
for a
correct.
while, and
Right, there's several options. What you're saying right there.
no, but they had to raise so much money
They-
to do
the
the
engine.
for the engine.
That we've
3
already
million.
raised, $3 million for the engine.
Yeah.
And the engine is coming together.
Right.
You gotta understand, and I tell people that the tumbling shaft, that shaft that turns the wheels, called the tumbling shaft. You don't assemble that big an engine with 2 mechanics and a wrench. You take a crane. I mean, it's big. Tom knows what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that $3 million is already there, spent. It's being reconstructed as we speak. I go through a series of pressure tests, hydrostatic testing and all that stuff. But this end of it, it's 39 miles of track and 30 of it's in Wilson County. We gotta take some ownership of this thing. I mean, it's gonna stop down here, it's gonna stop Lebanon, it's gonna stop Bartown.
That's the planned course.
Well, I'm sorry.
They're not going to go north south or
There's just.
West?
They're gonna come out here and they'll go to Watertown, get on the turntable, which
Right.
in itself will be a site, and turn it all the
But
way around.
that's the
and
only
set it
plan
back.
for them
That's
right
as
now.
far-
Right
they're planning on
now, you
going,
can't
yeah.
go past there because the bridge is across Katy Fork won't hold that engine. That's
Yeah.
going on right there.
Can't go any further.
And someday, and let me tell you, there's grants out there right now to and I think they've already been approved, didn't they, Mike?
Yeah,
Upgrade those bridges, so at some
Yeah.
point it might go on past here.
Yeah.
The tourist train does, it goes all the way to Monterey, turns around, come back. There are several options. You look at that thing, you see a whole rail yard with spurs, look like a spider. It's not enough money, so that has to go away. There's an option where we've got the Army engineers come up there and look at doing some of the ground removal and rock grinding and Dallas making and that sort of thing. So there's several options, but right now, the grant's in place, asked for, we don't have a response on that yet. If the response come back, we may have 10% match or 20%, that's help. You know, how much money we got to come up based on what we're gonna try to get done. All I'm doing tonight is being information to you guys and say, it's coming. And we're gonna have to do something to make it come to fruition. So, thank you very much for your time. I put my commission cap back on.
Yes, sir.
Jerry,
Yes, sir?
the current track, is that good enough to carry this weight?
From that to water down, good enough.
Okay, still.
And the track is not quite as good going to Monterey, but the problem going up there is the bridge.
I understand.
The bridge across the chain for
Okay.
well, the problem they got going, once they get past that bridge up there, is they're under a 10-mile restriction,
That's
10
correct.
mile an hour. So
That's correct.
it really doesn't pay them to run it.
Yeah.
And we've been the benefit of it in Watertown because the tourist trains that used to come through there 3 or 4 times a year and go to Monterey, now they still stop with us. So we're getting 15 to 18 trains. You won't see one, there'll be one this Saturday up there. But, we've got the turntable over in the park.
How long they stay?
This is some,
How long do they stay?
3 hours.
It's a good day.
And they go out, they go up, eat, spend money. We usually, we'll have entertainment Saturday, it's a bluegrass festival. And, so we've had a good relationship with them since 1989. But this steam thing is a step up and a cut above, really.
It's big.
And right now, we're looking at several scenarios, some going to Watertown, doing what they're doing now, coming back, stopping in Lebanon.
Yep.
And there's a new event center that's being converted and built here. The old Atwood Lumber Company, if you go to, what is that street, not Short Street, go out South Cumberland to the cigarette store, there's a hump bridge there. There's a big warehouse right there. Mr. Cody has that. It's already decorated inside with railroad memorabilia, a 750 or a dime, like 400. There's a place there for dining on the line.
Y'all bought the turntable, didn't you?
We went back, it's given to us, but we had to raise $65,000 to move it from Atlanta to Watertown. We raised that in 2 weeks. And I got all excited thinking, well, but 2.4 million, big difference between 65,000 and 2.4.
We'll just keep raising 65
We've
more,
been working
65
on
more.
raising. And we got some pledges and some promises.
It may be it goes to Watertown, come back and dines on line 11, but what about you now? It can help the whole county.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
can help the whole county.
And we'd have something no one else has.
That's right.
That's it.
Very few have. Somehow,
Turntable wise, for real.
pardon?
Almost in the country.
Yeah.
Definitely on
I'll-
the side of the Mississippi.
I'll make this statement if I can. I tried to book one out west, there's several of them out west. And I tried to book, I thought I'd think about it about 6 months out. When I got 3 months out, I called and they were sold out. They sold out in advance. There's a big demand for this. So as we get into scheduling and whatever, and the conferences that come to Nashville, they arrive on Monday and take the train trip that night and then have conferences for 2 days and go home. There's all kind of options here that we can work with. So I just wanted to say, hey, we
Pretty
need to
cool.
make a
It
commitment.
is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You got something you say? No, change your mind. Is there any old business? Any new business? Then another motion. Motion to adjourn. Thanks, guys.